Today we're going to learn about how to copy an opportunity in the Samaritan system. Now, most of you have learned in training that the Publish folder that we're in right here is the link between the back-end eCoordinator management system and the front end where your volunteers and your partners are looking. So when you're in the Publish folder, you can see all the opportunities that anybody at any school across the district has posted. That makes it great because you can search through and you can see different things that might be things that your school would want to do, and you can copy their ideas. But you have to be very careful because all of these are live opportunities, and if you do something to one of them, like this Donuts for Dads, which is a great type of opportunity out there. If I change this, this is going to change Mark's opportunity at Piedmont Lakes Middle, and it means that their volunteers will be affected, their school will be affected, and when this day rolls around, there might be chaos on that end. So we don't want to do that to any of our brother and sister schools in our county. So the way that you would take an opportunity like this and make it your own is you have to copy it first. And please be very careful in how you do this, okay? I'm not going to use Mark's because I don't want to mess his up, but I'm going to look through. Let's say that you're searching and you wanted to find something that was a donation. You would search in the title and you would see all the different things that are in the Publish folder with the word donation in it. If that's something that you're looking to copy, if you find one that you like, you would take it and you would copy it. Now I'm going to do it based on a test one that I've already created so I don't mess anybody's up. So there's a whole bunch of test opportunities out here. I'm going to take the one that I just created and we're going to copy it. So you select the opportunity that you're interested in. You do not edit it. Okay, that would be changing what the other school has already posted. Instead, you go right down here to the next button down, which says copy. Press that button. It's going to come up with this dialog that says, what do you want to copy out of the record that you have selected? You do not want to mark any of these. Leave them all blank. Okay, because you don't want their volunteers, you don't want their history, you don't want their referrals. You want your own volunteers and partners to go in there. So you want to keep all of these blank, hit OK, and then what the system is going to do is it is going to create a copy of that. Okay, so then you have to find the copy. And when you're in the Publish folder, it's hard to do that sometimes because there's so many in there. So you would want to do either a search if there's too many here, right? If you've got a search going and there's too many listed in here, or you could do a search putting copy in here and then hitting return, and it's going to come up with only the opportunities that have the word copy in them, and there shouldn't be very many. But let's see. Well, there's a couple in here, so all of these other ones need to get fixed. So I will touch base with those coordinators. But here's the one that I created. This is the copy one of test opportunity. This is what I want to change now. Okay, so I'm not changing the original, I'm changing the copy. Then I click edit, and then I go through and I change it to my own school, and I go through and I change all of the pieces just like we do in training. Okay, we're using Cheney as an example here. This part can stay the same, not a problem. Contact information is going to change, of course, because we want it to be the new school. So we'll click Same as Organization. It's going to preload the address. It's going to preload some information over here, and you put my name. Obviously, you're going to write your own name. Additions or Pi Coordinator. Please put in your extension. Okay. Very important, put your email in here. You have to have your email address in there. That is a must. Under main information, you always have to check, and this is what these other folks behind us forgot to do. You always have to check that you delete this part that says copy number 1 of. Now you make the title your own. My test opportunity, my school's test opportunity, whatever it is that you want to put in there. I am now making this my own. Obviously, you have to make sure you spell things correctly. Okay, go through, you change anything else that's in here. This might not change. Interest is probably something you don't have to worry about too much. The location information is going to change. Okay? Now because I had already changed the school, this automatically changed because it already was marked as same as organization. But you need to go in and double check that. Logistics, very important. You want to put any additional information here. You want to change the date. If somebody else is going on a field trip, they might be going on to the same place, but on a different day. So you'd want to put in the correct day for you. If it's a one-day thing, again, remember, you only do the same exact day for the start and the end if it's a one-date kind of thing. If it is an opportunity that spans a couple of days, then you'd put the span that's in there. But do not pad these dates with extra time because you do not need to do that. There's no reason to do that. Attachments. There wasn't an attachment on this one, but now I can add my own because this is my opportunity. Always make sure I've got the right surveys in there. Okay. And you always have to change your sign-in station. You have to make sure that you take out the one that's already there and you select the one that is correct for you. Okay? Same thing on this first tab here too. I don't think I said that. But when you're on the first tab, you have to uncheck the other school and then check yours. Okay? And then the history is going to show you all the different, if you click everything here, all the different actions, all the different keystrokes that took on this account. And it's going to show you this. I'm on my fake coordinator account. That's why it says the following actions were performed by. It's going to give the name of the person who was logged in, who did these changes. It's going to tell you every single change that was made. So if you ever see that one of your opportunities was changed, you can go here to find out who did it. And that's oftentimes how we figure out somebody accidentally changed somebody else's opportunity without copying it first. Okay? Then you click Finish. Once you're done with it, you now need to move it into your school folder. Okay? Now it's gone from this list because it no longer has the word copy in here. Right? So you have to go back to find the one that you have. My school's test opportunity was my new name. So you always have to remember that title, that name that you give it. That's very important. Then what you need to do is you need to select that and you need to take it out of the folder that it was in. Well, it was in the publish folder, so you can leave it in the publish folder, but you want to put it into your school folder. I don't have Cheney on here. I selected a wrong one. So I would do it by clicking the green button that was there a moment ago, and that's going to turn it red. Now when I've got two red arrows, that means that this opportunity is in both folders. You always want your opportunities to be both in your school folder and the publish folder. That's usually not a big deal if you're in your school folder and working in there anyway. When you create a new one or you copy, it's going to be in that folder. But if you're copying from the publish folder, it doesn't automatically go into your school folder. You have to put it there. So always remember that important step. Otherwise, you're going to be searching around and you're not going to know where it went. Okay? Any questions about copying an opportunity? If you're not sure what to do, call our office first and we'll walk you through it, because again, we don't want you changing anything that any other school has put out there for their volunteers. We want to safeguard theirs, but make sure that you get something as well. Thank you very much.